Hello friends, myself Mrs. Pratibha Sonone, faculty from Sri Jain Vidya Prasarak Mandals, Rasiklal M. Dhariwal College of Pharmacy, Chinchod, Pune. Today we are going to discuss about drug distribution systems in hospitals for inpatient such as complete flow stock system. In last video we have discussed about individual prescription order system. After watching this video, you will be able to understand what are inpatients, drug distribution system in hospital for inpatients, complete flow stock system. Inpatients, these are the patients who confined to a bed or who is occupying bed in the hospital, or inpatients are those who get hospitalized for the purpose of treatment, cure of disease, surgery or rehabilitation. The main objective of drug distribution system for inpatient is to provide drugs for all inpatients of the hospitals for the 24 hours and to inspect and control distribution in all treatment areas. There are four systems in general used for the dispensing of the drugs for the inpatients. First one is individual prescription order system, second complete flow stock system, third combination of both first individual prescription order system and complete flow stock system, and fourth method is unit dose dispensing. So today we are going to discuss complete flow stock system. Complete flow stock system. Under this system, both the pharmacy and the nursing stations are responsible for the drug distribution. In this category, the drug distribution system medications are classified under two different headings. First one is charge flow stock drugs and second one is non-charge flow stock drugs. First we'll discuss charge flow stock drugs. Charge flow stock drugs can be defined as those medications which are stocked at the nursing station all the times and are charged to the patient's account after their administration. So, in this method, the medications which are stored at nursing station, which are available at all the times, and the cost of this medication is applied to the patient's account. In these systems, the medicines is charged to the patient due to its high cost, quantity used or frequency of the medication. Such medications are mainly injectables, infusions are there. For example, antibiotics are there. Example is penicillin G potassium 20 million units, streptomycin sulfate injection, procaine penicillin injection. Secondly, anti-allergic injections are there such as diphenylhydramine, hydrochloride, hydrocortisone, sodium succinate. Third category is antihypertensive drugs are there. For example, sorbitrate, reserpine hydrochloride and atenolol. Fourth category is cardiovascular drugs such as depressant, vasoconstrictors are available. Then anticoagulants should be available at the nursing station such as heparin, anti-epileptic drugs, injections such as sodium diphenylhydrantoin, and miscellaneous injections such as dextrose 50% and mannitol injection 25%. So these are the all injectables or infusions which are required in emergency also to the patient. So these medicines are the injectables, they are stored at the nursing station and its charge is applied to the patient's account after the administration. How to dispense the charge flow stock drugs? In this system, mainly envelope method will be used. The patients are charged mostly because of high cost of the drug as discussed before. These include injections or other single dose preparations. An envelope is used to dispense the drug to the nursing station, which is used as a charge ticket. A hospital develops a method in which an envelope was used to dispense the drug to the nursing station and was also used as a charge ticket. In this system, the pharmacist fills pre-filled envelopes with the needed drugs and places a predetermined quantity on the nursing ward. At the time of administration, the nurse writes the name and room number of the patient on the envelope and puts it in her out basket. It is later sent to the pharmacy where it is priced and forwarded to the billing section for the accounting office. Here you can see the envelope on which all the information is mentioned: name of hospital, name of patient, age, medicine prescribed, and the quantity of the and dose of the drug or medication which is used for the patient. Second method is non-charge flow stock system. Under this system, the nursing station carries both charge and non-charge patient medication. These are the drugs which are kept at the nursing station for the use of all the patients of the wards. In this case, the cost of the medicines is not directly added to the patient's billing. The medicines cost may be calculated as per the day expenses of the hospital room. According to this condition, the nurses store the drug and administer them to the patient according to the physician's order. It is the responsibility of hospital pharmacists working in cooperation with the nursing services to develop ways and means whereby adequate supplies of each are always on hand, and in appropriate situation that proper charges are made to the patient's account. So in this system, charge and non-charge drugs medications are available to the nursing stations. When the prescription is given by the physician, the nurses administer the medication to the patient, and the cost of the medication will be applied to the uh, patient's account. In this system, only the commonly used drugs are taken. The drugs which are rarely used or particularly expensive drugs are omitted from the flow stock, but are dispensed upon the receipt of a prescription or a medication order of the individual patient. So, in this system, the expensive drugs and which are rarely used are not included, but when there is order or the receipt of prescription from the physician to the particular patient, the medicines brought to the nursing station and it is administered to the individual patient. Although this system is used most often in governmental and other hospitals in which charges are not made to the patient, it does have applicability to the general hospital. In some hospitals, the complete flow stock system is successfully operated as a decentralized pharmacy under the direct supervision of the pharmacist. Now, how to dispense the non-charge flow stock drugs? There are different methods of the non-charge flow stock drugs. First one is the drug basket method and second is the mobile dispensing unit. First we'll discuss drug basket method. In this method, a basket will be used for the storing of the drug or the medications to the patient. In this method, the night nurse checks the medicines closet, utility room and drug supplies against a master list provided by the pharmacy. Pharmacy provide a list including the medicines, utility room requirement and the drugs which are supplied to the nursing station. The night nurse check the list and mark a tick on the list which are available. The nurse places a check mark on the number required for each drug on the requisition for flow stock supplies. She also places the empty containers in the drug basket. After completing the procedure, the empty containers and requisition for flow stock supplies is then sent to the pharmacy department. Next morning, the pharmacy staff fills each container and dispenses it with suitable label. Once the basket is completed, it is delivered to the floor through the messenger services. Here you can see a trolley which is also called as a drug basket trolley or this method will be used in the with the help of the drug basket. These are the medicaments placed at the nursing station for the use of all patients on the floor. So you can see the different compartments are there for storing the different medicines and which is movable from one place to another. Second method is mobile dispensing unit. In this method, it is a specially constructed stainless steel trolley used to carry the drugs or medicines and containers. In this system, the night duty nurse need to check the drug stock. The pharmacy inspects the drug cabinet and refills empty containers. The carbon copy of requisition for flow stock supplies is left at the nursing station as a record of delivery. By this method, the pharmacist is brought out of the pharmacy and is available at the nursing wards. This increases interaction between pharmacist and the nursing staff. Here you can see the trolley, stainless steel trolley with the height 60 inches, width 48 inches and depth 25 inches. So different compartments are there to store the different medication. And this unit is mobile or which we can move from one place to another. The body of the mobile unit is fitted on 6 8-inch balloon tires, 4 of which are swivel type. The pharmacist controlling the mobile unit checks the items and quantity of supplies left in the pavilion drug cabinets. The carbon copy of requisition for closed stock supplies is left on the nursing station as a record of the delivery and original is returned to the pharmacy for the following purpose: to determine the rate of consumption of the drugs, to restock the mobile unit, to serve as a charge document for the internal application of the cost. The pharmacist checks nursing stations or a drug stock and refill container according to the requisition slip. So in this method, night duty nurse need not check drug stock. By this method, pharmacists come out of the pharmacy and go to the nursing station to check the drug stocks. This increases the interaction between the pharmacist and the nursing staff. What are the advantages and disadvantages of this complete flow stock system? Advantages are there: ready availability of the required drugs. As we are storing the drugs or the medication ready to the nursing station, the most of the drugs are readily available to the patient. Second, reduction in the number of drug order transcriptions for the pharmacy. And third, reduction in the number of pharmacy personnel required. Disadvantages of the complete flow stock system: medication errors may increases because the review of medication orders is eliminated. Second, greater opportunity for pilferage or for the theft of the content. Increased hazards associated with drug deterioration. Lack of proper storage facilities on the ward. So these are the disadvantages which may lead to the deterioration of the drug if you store uh, the medications for the longer period, or there may be chances of no facilities of the storage system in the ward, or there may be chances of theft of the content. As the mobile dispensing unit, it is movable from one place to another. While moving from one place to another, there may be chances of theft of the content or the medications in the hospital. I hope all of you have understood properly the complete flow stock system. Thank you.